Welcome to Reptiletopia. Oke guys, jadi di video kali ini ya, ini gue syuting pas malam takbiran, jadi ini akan gue upload langsung. So, minal aidin wal faizin buat teman-teman gue yang merayakan, buat kalian yang merayakan. Maafin kalau ada salah-salah yang sengaja maupun nggak sengaja. Terus juga kalau kalian dapat THR, tau lah belanja reptil di mana. Yoi. Oke, jadi guys, thank you yang sudah mampir ke video ini. Jangan lupa klik tombol subscribe atau berlangganan, itu gratis ya. Jadi gue baru menemukan, sebenarnya gue udah tahu sih, cuman gue belum pernah nonton videonya. Jadi ada Chris Wade, dia orang Thailand, dia tinggal di Thailand. Dia punya ular-ular venom gitu. Jadi dia emang venom freak. Jadi dia emang orang gila venom. Dan dia punya salah satu kobra yang super amat duper amat jinak parah. Ini udah kayak kucing nih. Jadi langsung aja kita mulai videonya ya. Kita klik dulu start. Oke, ini kayaknya di perkarangan rumahnya Chris Wade. Ini sebenarnya udah diupload dari November videonya nih. Ini si palidarium terrarium dia. Tarantula. Nih gue nggak tahu apa, semut atau apa nggak tahu. Nah ini kayaknya nih oracle-nya nih, bukan ular. Ini ular apa? Ini cobra apa nih? Nah ini gue nggak tahu nih ular apa nih. Gokil, cakep banget. Oracle.
The king cobra holds the title of the world's longest venomous snake.
Dia bilang king cobra itu ular venom terbesar di dunia, salah satunya. Oke, lanjut.
It is one of the most talked about in legends. It's also one of the most feared, yet respected. And this video is of a specific king named Oracle.
Oke, jadi emang ini video dia bikin buat si Oracle ya.
One of my rescued king.
Ini katanya King Cobra Rescue coy. Tapi kenapa bisa jinak banget ya? Coba kita lihat. Coba kita lihat si jinak apa dia ya.
Arguably the most famous snake on the internet. Yet he doesn't even know it. Now he is estimated to be around
di handle coy. Gue ngeri tiba-tiba patok.
18 years old, reaching the length of about 15 feet and having been in human care for just about.
Oh, ini dia udah dipelihara sekitar 8 tahun dan ini panjangnya udah 15 kaki. Berarti berapa senti itu? Nih gue masukin berapa senti ya.
8 years. And I do have to clarify, he is not defanged or devenomed. All his fangs and venom glands are intact. He is not a puppy dog.
Jadi dikasih tahu lagi tuh, he's not a puppy dog. Ini bukan anak anjing, ini tetap king cobra. Jadi dia juga tetap kasih tahu kalau harus hati-hati.
He is a king cobra. He is a wild animal, just like any other snake. And no snake can be domesticated or tamed. Everyone wish they could. Trust me, I wish they could be tamed. Many people see what I do with him and may think it's a good idea to get a king cobra. This is absolutely a horrible idea.
Jinak banget coy, bener-bener gak nyetrak sama sekali.
Life, along with people who live around you. You need training and experience when working with any potentially dangerous animal. Otherwise, you may want to invest in a coffin. Oracle allows me to be in his space most of the time. He is used to me and knows that I'm...
Gila coy, itu dari tadi kameranya cuma digini doang dan dia gak nge-strike sama sekali.
Not a threat. He has good days and bad days, and I have to respect his wishes. If he doesn't want to be touched or moved, then I leave him alone. I only really interact with him 1 or 2 times a month, but he sees me every day. Oftentimes, he's curious about it, and slithers up to take a peek at what I'm doing, before losing all interest and going back to sleep.
Gokil banget, jadi cuman kepo-kepo doang udah masuk lagi ke dalam coy.
And I have accepted the risks involved. Do not try to replicate this.
Ini sih bener-bener gede banget ya.
I know I do a lot of free handling, and that's my personal preference. It gives me a better feel of the animal.
Nah dia bilang dia do over the free handle karena emang personal preference dia.
And is less stressful in a calm environment. I do have hooks and I do use hooks. I'd be grateful if people...
Anjir coy, bener-bener kayak kucing gitu, lemot banget dan super jinak banget.
People would keep their opinions on handling to themselves instead of complaining about it on the internet. Now some people might say, no way a cobra could get that big. And that's where they're right. King cobras,
So dia bilang mana bisa kobra segede itu, dan akhirnya dia bukti sendiri kalau ada kobra yang segede gitu.
are not actually a true cobra. They're not part of the genus Naya of the true cobras. They're in their own monotypic genus called Ophioophagus, and that's Greek for snake eater or eater of snakes. And that's what they prey on primarily. And I'll talk about that in a second. These snakes.
Ini asli loh, kobranya bener-bener dia kayak bego aja gitu, kayak ular bego gitu. Gak ada defensi sama sekali nih, kayak kobra tapi jiwanya ketuker gitu ya.
Have remarkable eyesight and can spot moving objects from up to 300 feet away. They're extremely aware of their surroundings, and if they're not asleep, well, they'd probably pick up your scent and rush off before you even realize they were there in the first place, making them very elusive, and your chances of encountering one in the wild are pretty low. They also use that forked tongue to pick up chemical scents floating in the air, just like any other snake would, transferring that info to the Jacobson's organ, which is located on the roof of their mouths. The constant flicking allows the snake to gradually pinpoint the location of its prey as it narrows down on it. Once the snake gets close, it will charge at their prey at a great speed, grabbing a part of their body, holding onto it, crushing it, all the while pumping tons of venom in order to quickly subdue it.
Nah ini nih, kalau ular kobra tuh emang king cobra itu emang makannya ular lain juga. Jadi ini si Oracle lagi dikasih makan ular ini.
Venom these snakes possess is comprised of potent neurotoxins, which work together to dismantle your nervous system and shut it down. They deliver from 200 to 500 milligrams of venom per bite, and that is enough to take down a small village of people or powerful.
Tuh tadi katanya per bite itu ada 200 sampai berapa ratus mili gitu tiap bite ya. Cuman kayaknya nggak tentu juga sih, suka-suka si kobranya mau nyuntikin berapa miligram
moderately sized elephant even in a few hours. Large king cobras have a reputation for holding on.
Tadi katanya si kobra ini bisa bunuh sekian banyak gajah dalam waktu beberapa menit doang.
Your bite and never letting go, leading to many fatalities.
Kenapa bisa jinak banget coba nih si Oracle?
Causing shock, cardiovascular collapse, and ultimately respiratory failure to the victim.
Now it's feeding time.
Now here I'm feeding Oracle a 5-foot-long monocled cobra. You can really see the size difference between adult kings and most adults from the true cobra genus. He's aiming for the head right away. His fangs puncture the frozen thought snake, and he makes sure that.
Nah jadi ini si Oracle juga lagi dikasih makan kobra nih, mungkin kobranya si Chris yang sudah mati dikasih ke si Oracle.
Or longer, depending on the circumstances. King cobras are pretty immune
Nah ini lagi dimakan.
But to what extent, we don't really know yet.
Nah biasa tuh kalau kobra gini ya, biasa dia kalau nyerang mangsanya digigit dulu, disuntikin bisa sampai mangsanya mati, baru mangsanya dimakan.
And back when Oracle would only take live prey, I've witnessed his hunting methods really often. And it's bite the head, bite the head, bite the head. Or sometimes he'll bite the tail, and as the prey snake turns around, he'll loosen that grip and then move straight to the head before the other snake could do anything. This next video will be a live feeding demonstration, so feel free to skip that if you don't want to see it. A younger king is chasing down her prey after she picked up the scent from half the room away.
Makannya tuh kayak utuh-utuh panjang gitu, jadi emang lama sih kalau king cobra atau cobra makan ya kan. Kameranya jatuh guys. Kalau king cobra atau cobra makan emang lama. Kalau king cobra atau cobra makan emang lama, karena ya panjang gitu, dia makan utuh-utuh soalnya.
Now what this king
Oh, nah ini kalau King Cobra lagi makan benerannya kayak di alamnya nih.
biting it and do down onto her prey, biting it and doing death rolls, trying to subdue it as fast as possible to reduce the chances of injury and to finish up quickly before attracting any nearby predators. Snakes are the most vulnerable while eating. As I've said before, Oracle has been in captivity for roughly 8 years, spending most
Jadi ini Cobra bener-bener udah dipiara tuh 8 tahun coy. Gokil sih, ini lama banget sih.
of the early years as a show snake, being taken out for educative lectures now and then. So
Oh jadi emang ini Cobra dipakai buat education guys, buat show snake show kayak gitu, buat edukasi gitu loh, emang dipakainya sebagai itu.
years and years passed and he gets more and more used to humans. It seems like he's seen it all by now. Just lives out his old years resting, absorbing the heat of the sun while I sit here talking gibberish next to him. He is often
Jinak
wary
banget,
around new people,
mau
gets
piara.
especially nervous around uncomfortable people. It is as the rules go. If you're nervous,
Cuman diem doang.
so is the animal in front of you. Now he was found in a village in Krabi, down south of Thailand, trapped under a sharp metal fence on someone's property, as a snake rescue team was sent in to remove him.
Tuh di handle cuma diem doang, bukannya kayak gitu, enggak, cuma diem doang, bener-bener literally diem doang.
The more he tried to break free from it, the more damage he received on his back, and there was also a small dog that was biting at the end of his tail, yanking him back, causing more damage and more panic toward him, ultimately resulting in a lot more injuries. That whole situation may have been the scariest in his lifetime. Since the incident, his scales have healed up as much as they could have, but will never look like what they used to. Instead, the damaged areas here split into new smaller plates, and they seem to be their own instance of scale regeneration.
Nah jadi Oracle-nya juga ada banyak luka guys, ternyata guys, kasian banget nih si Oracle-nya. Cuman kalau luka gini sebenarnya shading hilang sih, cuman lama.
Like someone bored now.
Kasian.
Now I think
Tapi keren banget, sumpah gue pengen banget biar Cobra yang jinak banget kayak gini loh.
for his species and for snakes in general. It was awesome to have him out here do a segment for you guys. So I think it's time we have him back into his enclosure for his afternoon nap. We'll thank him for being such a good sport for us. And now thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Anjir. Wait. Itu Cobra bener-bener gokil sih. Ini Cobra jinak banget coy, sumpah. Cuman gimana ya, sejinak-jinaknya Cobra, tetap Cobra, dia beracun, dia berbisa, dia bisa bikin kita mati. Please jangan tiru adegan ini dengan Cobra kalian, ya. Karena ya itu yang tadi dia bilang, ini Cobra bukan anak anjing, bukan anjing gitu ya. Yep, so segitu dulu aja mungkin video gue. Tapi gue nggak tahu nih, orang Indo punya gak sih Cobra yang jinak kayak gini? Kalau emang ada yang punya, tolong komen di bawah karena gue mau reactionin lagi. Dan mungkin kalau ada kesempatan gue mau datengin langsung, mau lihat langsung Cobra yang bener-bener jinak, sejinak-jinaknya kayak anjing ini di mana gitu ya. Oke? Thank you banget teman-teman yang sudah nonton videonya sampai habis. Kasih like-nya, share ke teman-teman kalian yang lagi kepo-kepo sama ular Cobra jinak ya. Follow Instagram gue dan REPTILETOPIA di bawah sini. So, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.